Hey guys, on Wednesdays we wear black. You won't be watching this video on Wednesday, but I am filming it on Wednesday because I try to film my videos the day before just to give myself a little bit of leeway. So let me show you what I have on so far. Hard Candy Glosstopia, Lip Repair Oil, and Crystal Clarity. This thing does not want to let go. e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer, Lottie London Bright Bounce Corrector in Light, all in the eye area. Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation in 00BB Nude. And then I did e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Fair Beige. Set everything with e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in Light Pink. And we're going to take it from there because I want to talk to you about something. I'm going to use my Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm going to use my NYX Buttermilk bronzer in Buttercup. And sometimes what I like to do with this product is I like to contour and bronze, but I also like to just use it as a blush. So let's see if I can tell you a story at the same time that I'm doing this. So I have been going all over the place to different Dollar Generals trying to find the new makeup brand that Profusion has released called Color Surge. No, I'm sorry, Color Spell. Get the name right. And I haven't been able to find it. And so now I'm just going up and using this as a blush. There is nothing on the Dollar General website about it yet. Well, last time I checked anyway, there might be now. I'm sure they're going to add the information on there at some point. But if they put it on the website, then I would know. I could just click on a product and it would tell me what stores near me had it. But until they do that, I figured I would just hit up a few Dollar Generals in my area, but have not found it yet. However, I went to one Dollar General that I had not ever been to before, and I went in there and I was like in shock because this Dollar General was huge and it was beautiful. Everything was perfect. I asked the cashier, I said, "How long has this store been here?" She said, "Oh, about 3 months." I said, "It's stunning. I really can't believe how nice this is compared to all the other Dollar Generals I've been to are usually much smaller and not as neat or clean or just, the amount of stuff to pick from is unbelievable." So my husband was with me and he bought some food and I hit up the makeup section, of course. But the thing that shocked me about what I saw in the makeup section is they had Profusion. And I thought, oh my God, I'll bet this is going to be the store that's going to get that new Color Spell brand. So when you make a purchase at Dollar General, at the bottom of your coupon, at the bottom of your receipt is a coupon that says $5 off if you spend $25. So I said to my husband, I want to come back next Saturday so I can use the coupon, but I have a funny feeling that that Color Spell brand is going to be there. And if not, maybe we can use the coupon anyway and just get something else. But on my recent trip, I got the Profusion Violets palette there because I don't think they carry this palette at Walmart. And I also got a brow product. And the brow product is called Good Brow Day Waterproof Brow Pen. And I bought the shade Soft Brown. Now I used this and I loved it. But after I finished the second brow, it felt like there wasn't anything left in there. Because the first brow, when I did it, it went on great. And then I struggled with the second brow to have enough ink, if you will, to finish the second brow. So I was like, well, what's going to happen when I try to use it again? Am I going to have enough product? So I'm not going to do it today on camera because I can already tell that there's not going to be enough in there to do one brow, never mind two. So, but I will use the violet palette with you. Now, this is actually the second time I filmed this video because I tried filming it yesterday and I used a Wet n Wild multi-stick with that palette, and after a few hours it started to melt. The eye makeup started to melt because of the Wet n Wild stick. Now you may have noticed it in that doll video that it was starting to come down in the corners, so I'm not using the Wet n Wild stick today. What I'm going to use is the Profusion pigment base, and that's another thing. This is very hard to find. They only sell this at select Walmarts, and they had the pigment base at that Dollar General. So now if I wanted to get more of this, I would have a place to get it because I really like this eyeshadow primer. Whoa, I forgot how pigmented this is. Wow. And I only put a tiny, tiny little bit on my finger before I spread it out and distributed it between two fingers. Wow. I mean, when I say it's pigmented, I know pigmentation doesn't matter when it comes to brow eyeshadow products, but what I mean is that, you might have a hard time blending this all in because it's so potent. All right, but what's good about that is now I'm not going to have any issues today with my makeup melting. And yeah, it had nothing to do with the eyeshadows. It had to do with the Wet n Wild multi-stick that I used as like a base for the look. So I'm not going to do that today. I'm also not going to do blush and highlighter. I'm just going to leave this contour bronze action going on. Sometimes I like to switch things up and do things a little bit differently. So yeah, let's just skip the blush and highlighter altogether and just leave this. And all I'm doing on my lips, other than my lip oil, is I'm going to use the LA Colors Jelly Balm in Mixed Berry, which, a lip balm over a lip oil. This doesn't really have much color to it. It's just a very light wash of color. You probably won't even be able to see it. I can see it, but it's just a very light lilac. So that's all I'm doing on my lips today. All right, so let's go into the Profusion Violets palette. I can't believe I've never had this because I really like purple eyeshadow. But yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with lilac. And I think I'm going to use a large Moda eyeshadow brush, which I know is different from what I usually use. Sometimes I like to do things a little bit differently than normal. It's fun to switch things up because it can teach you things and, Okay, so I'm just going to put that all over my lid. And oh, and this shade is called Lilac. But yeah, I can't believe I've never had this Profusion palette, because what I've done over the years is I'll usually buy a palette, I'll keep it for a certain amount of time, and then when it reaches its expiration date, I'll purge it, and sometimes I'll repurchase it and sometimes I won't. Depends on how much I used it. But I've never had this one, which is kind of surprising considering how much I love purple eyeshadow. Some Profusion palettes are kind of hard to find, and because of their shipping policy, I can't order from their website. Um, I have two different addresses. I have one address for my mail and one for my actual physical house. So I have to be careful who I order from, because otherwise there can be some definite issues. Okay, I thought I had something in my eye, so I had to check that. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Aubergine. This one right here, it's a deep purple. Gonna put a little bit of that on a clean motor brush. And we're going into the outer part of this look on the lid and into the crease. And we're just gonna take it in. It's funny because what I see when I look in this handheld mirror is a little different than what I'm seeing on the monitor here, but that's okay. I think it depends on how close up you are. All right, now we are moving on to this precision brush, and we're going to go into the shade called Concord, this one right here. So I'm going to pick up some of that, and I'm going to drag that along the lower lash line. Like that, and make sure that I go all the way into the corner and don't leave a gap there. And for my highlight, I'm going to use my Be Pure eyebrow highlighter pencil, because the shades that they have in here for highlighter, I don't really, well, let me show you. This is the lightest shades in the palette, this and this. Now, I could use this for sure. Matter of fact, why don't I do that? Because that color is not that far off from this. So yeah, why don't I do that? So let's take a clean brush and go into that shade called Innocent. Yeah, it's peachier and a deeper shade, but let's try it. Ooh, different. And let's do that for the inner corner as well. Yeah, that's something different for sure. Okay, now I'm going to do the other eye off camera. I'm going to curl my lashes, and I'm going to use my LA Colors mascara. This is the one that says Volumizing and Lengthening in the pink tube. And I will probably grab my Profusion brow kit and do my brows, and then I'll come back and we'll finish up. Okay, so I used my Profusion brow palette, and by the way, the reason why I chose the colors that I did in this Profusion Violets palette is this one, and this one are all the cool tone purples. Because these two right here are the warm ones, so if I wanted to do a warm purple, I would have used those two. But this peachy pink highlight shade is definitely something kind of unusual that I did there. All right, so you know what's left. Milani Make It Last setting spray, original. Yeah, this eyeshadow primer is definitely gonna be fine. And you know, it doesn't, these shadows don't even really need that, but it doesn't hurt because the weather has been nice and warm lately, so it's always a good idea to use an eyeshadow primer when the weather gets warm. All right, so that is the finished look, and fingers crossed that when Saturday comes and I hit up that Dollar General again, that I can find that new Color Spell brand, because I'm dying to get some of those products and try them out, because I love Profusion. So if they have a sister brand, then I'm sure I'll probably love that too. So thanks for watching, you guys, and subscribing. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.